Hello, people of Selsagoria. This is Lieutenant Nikolai Borders of CBRN First Mobile Detachment. We are asking for your assistance and would like you all to meet us at a staging area in the southwest portion of the town of Severe. We're not going to be sharing many details right now as for security reasons.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
En route. I'm so confused. You said the southwest, and that's all you can tell me?
The southwest portion of the town of Severe.
Oh, alright, sounds good. The agency's on its way. I'm currently picking up one of my guys, and then I'll be heading down to Zir.
Yeah, we should be alright. They are not coming our way. Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's a problem. It is too
Hey, hey there.
close. These random lads on the radio said they were close to, what was it, south of Severgrad or south of...
Yeah, Severograd. Southwest. It was.
Yeah, southwest of Severgrad, which means the Overlook, the Iron Wall, the Viable Police, and all the other less intelligent creatures will all go there. It's too many people in our surroundings. Hey lad.
Apologies for being late, we were just checking something out.
Too many people going there. Telling you, if you go on the radio and make up a fake identity and say you're some random nuclear scientist and say you're in need of help, within 10 minutes you'll have like 1500 random traders.
Where's this meeting gonna take place? In the house or?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Reggie should be around here somewhere. I seen him like not that long ago.
Are you guys having that barbecue?
Just letting y'all know the Overlook's coming down, but we got some people walking. It could take about 15-20 minutes till the full group's there.
Yeah, it's someone else. They are shooting with a pistol. It's a party. Just green, bro.
Yeah, if I say yeah, everything's green, then yeah, head out.
Yeah, that was very close. Fuck.
Or did Reggie go out?
No. He's just looking.
Okay, just looking.
Hope they are not going our way. Fuck.
No, screw it. Let's just get everyone together.
Hello, this is
Hey,
Rick
man.
from the
Hey, what's up?
Blackheart Trading Company. Is the Iron Wall awake?
The Iron Walls come.
Hello, it's
Hi.
Iron Wall. What's up?
Are we good friends? Yes.
Can I come down and hang out with you guys? I'm bored.
I'm gonna turn my radio off.
We are currently busy.
Alright.
Alright. What time we got? About 10 minutes past, right? So, we waiting for anyone else?
I don't think so. I think yeah, I think everybody that's awake is
Did Emily say she was going to be awake for it, Vincent?
She's off doing her own thing for now.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright.
I think Vincent can speak for his daughter if anything is mentioned. So.
Yeah, fine by me. Alright, let's make a start then. Alright. Well, thanks everyone for being awake for this, I appreciate it. I thought it was worthwhile, all of us getting together and having a discussion about how things are going to move forward. Vincent, it's good to see you. I know you had a few issues out near the border. You feeling okay?
Fine as I can be right now. Looking to pull my weight now that I'm back to full health.
No, it's good, man. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you with us. Alongside with Emily, I know Emily's been a good help with us while we have now, and along with Drag and Ralph, it's good that we brought you guys in. Bilo sends his apologies, but he's had to stay asleep. So we haven't got everyone with us that we would like to be having this discussion, but nothing major is going to be decided today. It's just we're looking to go over how things are going to be moving forward. We'd like to get your opinions on it, any ideas, any that's positive or negative, and just try and put something in stone as we move forward. Everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Sure.
So this isn't just a one-man show. This isn't just me speaking. So if you do have something you want to talk about, something you had a question or anything you wanted to raise, just give me an indication you want me to shut up, and if you want to say something, just let me know. But the whole idea here at the moment is to, like I said, discuss the mission, I guess, and the view of what this group is going to be. So we decided on the essential name that we're going to move ahead with was the Phoenix Revival Cooperative, so PRC for short. Idea is that it's not going to just be like military or anything like that. It's all about cooperation amongst different people from different walks of life that will come together and create sort of one community. It doesn't necessarily have to be military or police or anything like that. We're here for liberty for all. You know, we want to create a community where everyone can sort of, what's my motto, thrive and not just survive, you know. Also, we'll just go over the rules. That will be sort of the basis for everyone there, and the certain roles that we'll have sort of within the community itself. So my aim and my idea, and I'm sure James agrees with me on this, is that the community we've got is just going to be a self-reliant and sustainable community. So secure walls, secure food supply, and a well-trained and security force to protect the borders, right, and provide that liberty and freedom to all those that can contribute to this community. The idea is that once we achieve that security, we then go out into the country and start setting up some aid stations The location will change periodically. Provide food, water, medical aid to any that come, and we'll have some security to protect the medical and supply team as we do that, you know. And maybe one day we can start setting up some real things, you know, a school, a clinic, even a bar. I'm looking at you, Ralph. Have a bar from there, and then just start living, you know. But that's the idea. It's a bit pie in the sky, as I always say, but I think if we work together, use all our skills and experience, we can do it. I'll shut up for a second. Has anyone got any thoughts on what I just said?
I'm good.
What's the time frame looking like on this? I don't know about you fellas, but the way things are going, you know, we got enough people, it seems, to do some things, but not enough to really make a difference. If it was me, I'd say we take it as slow as we possibly can with the whole progression system here. Maybe take a few months in itself to work on Zavir as a whole. Make sure we have this place thriving before we set up any stations.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's we're not going to rush ahead with things. I was just talking about this with Drag. I think it was yesterday or the day before. You know, we're not going to be bringing every Tom, Dick, or Harry who wants a place to stay. You know, we would rather have quality
Right.
over quantity. You know, it's a case of someone. Look, Overlook can have 10 or 15 guys who can maybe carry an automatic rifle, but they don't know how to shoot it for shit. We could have 5 or 6 of us who are good in the firefight, and that's going to be much better. But not even just the firefights, like you say, Vincent, it's just getting the wall secured, making sure we're not having to rely on anyone else for our trade or our supply. And I think that'll be pretty bad before we start doing anything to expansion, you know. That's the idea anyway. We're still going to run without armbands for a good while, leave ourselves not being too identifiable. If we do come across anyone while we're out there, you can identify yourself as being with a group, but don't necessarily have to say who you're with. I think as soon as Overlook, Iron Wall, any of the other groups get a word of think about us, we're going to have a fair few people around here asking questions, and you know what these groups are like. They get a whiff of anyone that could challenge them. We've got a whole shit on our hands. So I think as long as we keep it quiet for as long as possible, we should give us enough time to prepare. But yeah, we're going to take it slow. That's the main aim. Trying to get my throat out.
Yeah, that's good. Gotta say, I really like the whole location-wise place that we got here. It's very off, you know.
Yeah,
A lot of places, communities, they tend to pick
Right.
central areas like Lapatino, Altar, Cabanino, you know, the most populated places. But I like Severe here, and I think we should keep that mantra of an off secluded, so that when people come here, they can really come here to
Hold
learn.
on, there's a car. Hold on.
Just fight.
Oh.
Oh, there's a car out there.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, be careful, guys.
There's 2 cars.
Our brother, just stop that car there. We can go from here. We can't pass this water.
Fuck.
Cool.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you for the help.
Hello?
Hey, who are you?
How's it going? We were just here to help the CBRN, but you know, when we were traveling, we kind of ran into your gate. So, and we can't pass our cars to the water, so we just parked it up over here. You guys don't mind that? It's away from your base, so.
No, you're good. Is that Bones?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Who is this?
James.
Oh, hell yeah, man. You look different. Sorry, I didn't recognize you.
All right.
Oh
All good.
shit, what up,
All right.
Vincent?
Yeah, Alex,
but yeah,
how you been?
Well, I definitely trust you, James. My car's gonna be right over there. It's a blue Ada.
Yeah, I seen it. And who's red car?
That's his.
Mine.
He's a little lost, and I didn't mind helping him out.
All right. You guys take the spark plugs out.
Yeah, I did. I took
Alright.
mine out.
Yeah, I have.
Alright, yeah, you guys are good. I'll keep an eye on your cars.
I appreciate it, Ben.
No problem.
All right.
Cool. All right, thank you. You
Yep.
guys be safe.
You too, man.
Yeah, I can't get. We're 24/7.
That was
Yeah,
that was Bones.
just have it on you.
That mercenary I was telling you about.
Yeah, let's get back. Let's get back inside.
Mm-hmm.
At least have a ski mask on you, man. Smart ass.
Smart ass. Don't forget who you're talking to, lad.
Oi,
Keep
oi, oi, oi,
yourself
oi.
down. Keep yourself down to a whisper if you're not already.
Oh yeah.
So, what was I just saying about anonymity? But I think ideally they're gonna know who we are. Obviously now they know properly where we are, but you know what? We'll still try to keep it as on the down low as possible. But regardless, we're gonna get people passing through here anyway. This is probably one of the other routes that heads down towards south that everyone knows about, so it was bound to happen, you know.
Right.
But what can we do? We knew it was going to happen, but at least we still have a main aim and goal where we just try to keep low key. The thing, next point was moving on to was saying the way we move low key is we've all got a history with previous groups, Orchard, Iron Wall, people up at Krona, Overlook, everything like that. But in the interests of this community moving forward, we put that stuff to the side for now. The only time we deal with that is if it's right at our gates, and we have absolutely no choice. But I think we just move forward with that stuff. That's my thing. Can we get everyone in agreement with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I'd like to bring something up, by the way.
Go for it, Vin.
Yeah,
Now,
well, just don't touch it, obviously. I won't. There's no point. Bones is trying to pull it like
Oh, he's screaming as well.
Perfect. Perfect
If you
idiot.
don't talk to them, they don't know we're here. So, that's not gonna work. Well, either way.
Yeah, there's a firefight.
What I wanted to bring up was how, I feel it would probably be in our best interests, all of us, to, not make a pact. That's sort of a iffy word for me, but there's a lot of groups out there who advertise themselves as communities for all, safe havens, but as soon as, you know, one person drags some bad company, that person tends to get fed to the wolves. One of the main reasons why groups haven't gone so well in the past for myself is because people I was with, my friends, had occasional demons. And because of those demons, they got cast out, left to fend for themselves. What I'm saying is I feel like we should make an agreement now that no matter who it is, if they're one of us, we help them. We don't just cast them out to fend for themselves, leave them to the wolves. You know, this is an actual community, one where we help each other, not just keep up appearances.
I agree.
Come on,
Yeah, I agree and disagree. Because with any community, there's got to be law and order. You know what I mean? And Reggie hasn't brought it up yet, but we're going to have a list of rules. And as long as people can follow them rules, they're going to be one of us. Just like before everything went to shit, you know, if you killed somebody, you went to prison. If you stole, you went to jail, whatever the case may be, depending on the crime, said how severe your punishment was. I don't think the rules are that bad I think they're actually pretty reasonable. But yeah, like I agree. Like if someone's with us and they get in trouble in some kind of way, yes, we should step in. We should help. We should be like a family and everything like that. But like just in the last couple of days, been someone's been going through my crates taking my stuff. I don't know why.
Not a car.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people coming through this area today. I guarantee you.
I'd expect a lot of prayers happening about this right now.
Oh yeah, but I already prayed.
Yeah, I know you did. I'd expect.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say expect some things on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I wanted that, because you can't get past that water.
But let's. Are you finished on that, James, or can I just say my thing here?
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, like, you know, obviously the reason there's certain crates in here because they're people's personal stuff and it's locked up, and I think that would be common sense. But you know, people just take stuff. Everything outside is obviously community. But I got a pair of boots. I got a couple things missing. I'm not going to make a big deal of that, but it's just like, what the crap, you know what I mean? So after you read your rules and everything like that, I think everybody else will understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if you're out of these walls and you're one of us and you get in trouble and you call over the radio or we know you're in trouble, absolutely.
Oh, fuck. I know that voice.
So do I.
Fuck me. And they have a Humvee. I heard the doors. Oi, oi, oi. Fuck those guys.
Just ignore it because they don't know we're here.
Stays in my house.
No.
They shouldn't know we are here.
We're all whispering, right?
Windows.
Like, I don't think it's really necessary to keep breaking this up every time we hear a car. Cars are gonna come by.
Exactly.
We should just continue.
Right. We're all whispering. We're all whispering, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, right, I'll move on. So, next thing we move on to is, I think this is important to go over before we go on to the rules part of things. It's good to discuss it. But the one thing that will bring a group down, in my experience, is if we genuinely have one person essentially calling the shots, right? But it's more, I think that's generally because people start throwing miscommunication around. There's genuinely just a lot of stuff that comes from that. So my idea we put forward is that we will have specific areas that we will all focus on that is aligned to our skills. So this is what we could agree today. So we'll all be head of a particular area that will be relevant towards the community. Those particular heads of the work areas will form part of a council, and the council will be the overall head of the community from there as we sort of expand from. That's the idea. But what we can also agree on today, along with Vince, is saying that I do agree to a sort of inverted commas pact in a way that we do look out for one another. Now we're part of this community. We look after each other. But if any actions are taken by a particular member that bring danger to this community, that starts putting everyone in the crosshairs essentially, then yeah, that's when that pack starts looking a bit funny.
Right.
So we need to be. It's not a case of. Let me re-clarify it. It's not a case of where people are starting to come after us, then we start targeting a particular member. No, it's not that case. But if that member starts doing stupid shit, then you got to start asking questions. You know. So we start off, which I think is fair.
I think there's a line you can draw.
Right.
Yeah, there's a
line.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think there's two types of bringing it on yourself, man. I just want to don't mean to interrupt you, but you know, I've seen two different types of it. You know, if somebody's going out and causing conflicts, killing, robbing, and it's understandable. But you know, I say if I'm not saying he would, but if Sniper here gets into some, you know, an argument, a verbal argument with another group, they start to kind of not like him that much. I feel, you know, that's not enough for us to really step in. If somebody gets into some shit that isn't really their fault, we should do everything but kick them out. Be about
No.
peacefully resolving it with that group, shit like that.
Yeah. There's just going to be that clear line where we say, okay, enough is enough by this point. We need to start doing something about it, you know. But focusing on what I was saying in regards to towards the council, that's what if we were all in agreement today, that's what we would put in place. And overall, we would then vote to have someone essentially as the head of the council. So the one that will be holding the meetings will be keeping order. And in the event that the council members that are awake can't make a decision, then that person would have the overall say on the things there. That's the idea. It's just sort of like so we avoid any stalemate. We just sort of get a decision straight away. We go with the general, probably what's best for the group.
Right.
That's the idea. We can talk about that in a minute. We move on to the rules. So, like James was saying, no stealing. So that's no stealing from anyone within the community or outside of the community from there. So essentially no robbing people on the road. That brings shit to our gates. We don't need that. If there is anyone caught stealing, then the punishment will be decided by council, and it depends on the severity of kind of what happens. Look, it will be essentially like stop taking shit out of my crates, like a first warning, and then if it just keeps getting worse and worse, then it escalates from there. No violence towards other members unless there is some sort of cause for it. That's ideal. When I talk about cause, if someone is genuinely threatening your life, it's a life or death situation, then yeah, of course, defend yourself, right?
Right.
But that's again something that will be probable cause is probably something we're going to have to go and then decide amongst the council ourselves of what's worth you putting a bullet in somebody, you know. In regards to the specific work areas, so at the moment what we have in place is Ralph has agreed to head up our trade and supply, so he'll keep the community well supplied with certain things that we will need, i.e. building supplies, food, any other repairables, and once we are more established, start setting up trade with trusted, and I really stress the word trusted, independent trading groups, ideally the ones that aren't Overlook or Iron Wall, ideally probably the Vanguard or the Black Heart Trading Company, dependent on our relations with them. That's with Ralph. James, at the moment, the idea is he would head up our armed services security. Drag, at the moment, will be helping Ralph out with the scavenging supply side of things. Vince, we haven't discussed it prior yet, mate, so I need to know what ideally your skills and what you would like to be a part of. Barlaw, as always, will be the head of the medical, so he will try. His idea is to recruit as many medically trained professionals as possible. And me, I would probably be the idea of around recruitment and sort of diplomatic relations, that side of thing. But bring it to you, Vince. What would some of you would be interested in doing?
Well, ran by myself for a couple of years. I'm a good scavenger. I can fish. I'd say probably hunting. You know, getting pelts, putting meat on the table for us. Mainly getting food would be my best attribute, I suppose.
How about scouting? You're any good at scouting and not being seen?
Pretty damn good.
Alright, so maybe what you could do is work with Drag when he's out there on his ride. I don't know if your sleep schedules will align, and you ideally would just be our eyes in the sky, if we're like a better term.
Sure.
How does that sound?
Pretty fine.
Sweet.
So then technically we make a distinction between the scavenging and the trading, right?
Yeah, maybe we'll just
Good, splendid.
yeah, maybe we'll just sort of like divide that between there. What about Emily? What would Emily be interested in doing, Vince, or if you want to bring her into this?
Well, ideally, I'd like a job that suits her here. Something that doesn't involve her going out a whole bunch, getting herself hurt or anything. Something that she can just get on with in the community, the local area.
Did you guys, real quick, did you guys look at the board and the map and see what our perimeter idea is for this area?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, it's a big area that we're planning on enclosing. Like that whole town that's down the road is going to be part, and it's going to connect right to this base. That's why the walls got extended outward and went across the bridge, because it's going to go down and connect. We're going to close everything up down there, and then we're going to connect the road that whole way.
Yeah. I had a question, by the way.
What's up?
For the future, we planning on encasing any more houses, or we just keep with the ones we have? Those 3 in the perimeter and this one.
No, we're gonna plan on enclosing all them houses, because we're going to think about expanding. Obviously, you guys being like the first members after we came up with, because this all started with me, Reggie, and Bylaw, and then you guys came in. So we want to give you guys, and we're still on that, right, Reg, of their own personal space outside of the base, so they can have.
Exactly. So
You guys can have your own crates or whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, are we thinking 1, 2 people per house in an ideal future?
Well, we need wire. We need some code locks. But like, if you and your daughter want to have one house, and that's just your house, just you and your daughter, and then like say Ralph wants to have his own house, and Dragon, and what's the new guy's name? Jack, because I met him the other night.
Jake.
Jake wants to have their own house. I'm okay with that. As we start getting to capacity of houses and we get more people in, if people want to start rooming together, that's, you know what I mean? It's going to have to get to that point eventually. But there's also, if I'm not mistaken, there's like a little town over there, a couple houses. Past this town, there's another bridge, there's a couple houses, and then it turns off, and then there's another house in the distance. Eventually I want all that enclosed. You know what I mean? That's going to take a little while. But yeah, I would like, for the most part, everybody have their own personal space. But then you think about it, like, I don't know, if women are going to come, Ralph might get a girlfriend, she moves in with him, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be like a community of workers, security, your high council members that basically try to take care of everybody's needs and publicly what we stand for. And then, they're also going to have their own residences, their own places to live. You know what I mean? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, decently enough. Sounds good. I actually like that.
It's kind of hard to answer your question 100% because you're talking down the road in the future. So it's like, as of right now, yeah, we have more houses than we need for the people that are already here. I'll stay down here.
Than what other people offer.
All right. I can stay down here in this base. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it don't bother me one bit. But I want that community that's down the road and this base connected, so you can travel between the two and be protected behind our walls.
The idea is we have an area that we can. I'd rather not us have it been disjointed in a way. We have an area that we can successfully defend ourselves, and ideally not have separate compounds like dotted here and there. But if it progresses to that point, yeah, sure. If we've got enough people, that's great. we can start doing that, but it's more focusing on what we can do right now.
Right,
I
right,
think
right.
that's but we're getting there. We are getting there. So I'll continue when I've got a few more things to sort of go through here. So the idea is, and I've always been stressing this, is anyone we're bringing in, anyone we're going to be recruiting, they're not coming in for a free ride. So I know we all have our gripes about people deciding just to sit behind the walls and get fed and do fuck all. Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
exactly what we're going to be doing here.
Right.
So everyone pulls their weight. So when they come in and they get recruited, they will be assigned to a specific area and said, "This is what you're going to be doing," you know. And they will be expected to do that job. If they're not pulling their weight, then they will be spoken to and asked to pull their weight. And if it continues, then the council will decide what's exactly to be done about that sort of situation there. I really want to stress at this point, there's not going to be a council meeting for every bloody decision because that's just going to get too much. But it'll be
Right.
more. Sometimes it will be just a simple, all right, anyone that's brought that person in, go and have a discussion with them, tell them to pull their weight, and then see if it works out.
Besides that, like each division or whatever you want to call it has a certain leader, so if it's like a minor offense, the section leader or whatever can make the choice of what can happen. When it's like a greater
Exactly.
offense, then the meeting is, well,
I do think that
mandatory.
I think council needs to have a meeting at least once a week, just even if it's just like an update of what's going on, like what we're planning, what's our schedule looking like about getting walls, nails, whatever the case may be, food, like, you know what I mean, whatever.
Yeah. The idea behind the council and having the section leads is just it's accountability, right?
Right.
So everyone's accountable for their certain area. Everyone's got their job. Everyone's bringing in. But I wouldn't want to say that look, supply. Fucking hell, these walls are annoying me.
Yeah, I hear
Case
you.
of going, it's we. Fuck me.
Losing your train of thought, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm losing my train of thought. It's more a case of I have an innate feeling to run every time I hear wolves.
Right.
Everyone has that accountability, right? But everyone has the responsibility to make sure we're well supplied. We've got food, ammo, that sort of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to move on to security and say we do not give up our location unless we absolutely have to. But as we
Yeah,
saw outside,
that's
as
done.
we saw, people are going to be running. That's done essentially from there.
Right.
But the idea is we do not have to give up our group name or anything like that.
Right.
Until once we start going a bit more public and we feel secure enough that we can start openly recruiting, then yeah, we can do that, right? It's more of a case of going, if we feel like we're ready enough to defend ourselves against the bigger groups, yeah, we can do that, but that's way, way, way in the future. All new recruits will be interviewed in a neutral location, away. So if you see anyone out on your travels and you think they'll be a good fit, they'll be interviewed away from the compound, away from Phoenix's Rest, and they will be decided whether or not they're good for the community or not. I'm going to be putting together a set of questions that we would have to ask them. The idea is they have no prior group affiliation. I mean, they could just tell us they don't, and we'd have to take their word for it, to be honest with you. But as long as they're not a complete bloody idiot and they're bringing skills to us, and we think they'll be a good fit, maybe we do it on a trial basis, and then we'll take it from there. But I'm still working on that idea. Next one is we do not allow anyone within the walls who's not a member. Okay, so even if someone's absolutely dying outside the walls and getting chased by wolves, whatever, we don't bring them in. All right, that's just from a security thing. Any food or medical aid we just provide outside. Last thing, and then I'll shut up because I've talked too much, is every action we do from now on, we need to be thinking about it and how it's going to affect everyone in this room. I'm gonna go on a really serious note here. We have a laugh and we have a joke and we look out for each other and we have all fun and games, and that's the main thing. We're building our community, but we've got people within our walls. We've got Emily, right?
Right.
We might have other children coming in to join us. You know, it's a case of we've got people to defend. We've got a dream we're defending here now, and we need to think about every action we do is going to have consequences. So that's why I ask that we're going to get pissed. These groups are going to do everything they can to try and bring us down. But as long as we stay together, like Vince says, we make this agreement today that we will stay together as one community, I really think we can do this. We just need to stay tight as a unit. And if we have any issues with each other, we work it out amongst each other.
Right.
And then open there forward. It won't be a case of we're going into the fucking house and whispering. Me and James know exactly how that
Right.
turns out.
Yeah. Right.
we work it out together. Everyone in agreement?
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stuff that me and you
Sure.
already talked about, Reg. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's everything from me. Does everyone agree with the things I put forward and happy to move forward on this basis?
Did you go? I don't even think you went through all the rules, did you? Every single one of them. Did you want to just?
Which one?
I can't remember, but do you want to just read through the rules real quick? And then we can end it there and then open it up for anybody who wants questions.
Don't have any objections against it.
Yeah. Same.
No, I think I pretty much read it. The only one I missed was ideally, yeah, Ralph will be running the main trade sort of commerce side of things. But if anyone, the only one I missed was if anyone wants to do any trade deals on the side for their own personal supply, they can. But the main idea is to bring those supplies into the main group and try and run it by Ralph, just in case he's got anything ongoing with any particular groups. He can probably brief you on the current relationship we have with any of the current groups. But that's the last thing I think I didn't read out.
Yeah, I knew there was something.
Sure
right.
Yeah, I think it's just cluing in everybody from there. The main goal at the moment is to get our walls built. Is to get our walls built and secured away with code locks. Then we work on a radio antenna. So we need sheet metal and we need wire.
Well, we got
so
plenty
so
of that. That's what I've been saving that sheet metal for.
Sweet. Yeah, so we can start getting group comms, and then we'll go from there. And then everything else we can just start building as and when it happens.
I need a pickaxe for. I think I only need like 5 more rocks, and then we can have a well. That's what all them stones are in that one tent. I got the 3 pipes. I got the epoxy. I need a pickaxe. I haven't been able to find one.
There's one thing I'm going to raise to the whole group now, and James, I apologise for this. I know we probably should have talked about this in private, but I'm going to raise it to the whole group now in the interest of transparency. We have one possible group member who is on the fence at the moment, whether he's with us or he's not with us.
You talking about Dante?
That guy, yeah. So we need to have a conversation with him. He's one potential wild card that we need to clear up.
Right.
So he's got a lot. He is pissed, and pissed is an understatement at the other remnants of the orchard, and this could potentially lead to some conflict on that side.
I just want to add to this. I talked to him the other day. I told him everything that we were talking about how we don't want that coming to our doorstep. I told him, I said, I understand where you're coming from. I said, but I also agree with Reggie. And I was like, we don't have the manpower. That's how I explained it to him. I said, we can't get into this conflict. And he said, so you just want me to hold off? I said, I do. I said, I want you to hold off on everything. I want to sit down with me, you, and Reggie to discuss it. It's not that we're keeping you guys out of it. It has to do with we were all part of the orchard. And we can update these guys on that conversation. But Dante agreed with it and everything like that. He said he respected where I was coming from. He understands what we're trying to do here and what I was saying and everything like that. But you know, Dante, he's not going to move off of that mission. He said he just doesn't want anybody to stand in his way. And I said we would never stand in your way. But he would make sure people would know that we're not together, stuff like that. And why am I losing my train of thought? So yeah, basically he said he's going to hold off.
I think the old, yeah, go on, man.
Yeah, he's going to hold off on everything until we talk. He wants to hear. Because I said I've been the middle guy between you and him for what, a week and a half now, going back and forth. And I said us three need to talk, so at least all three of us are on the same page. And he said, okay. He says, well, whatever you guys decide, he says, I will respect. In so many words, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think what we need to decide, so everyone here is on the same page and they're aware, is whether he's with us or he's not with us.
Right.
If he's with us, then he, as everyone else here has done and has agreed in this room today, is
right.
to put that shit in the past and focus on the community. And if he can't, then he needs to walk away.
Right.
And it's not. I don't say that lightly because Dante is like a brother to me.
Right. No, I know.
And we've been through some shit together, but I
get it.
I feel a weight on my shoulders right now, and the weight on my shoulders is of this community and the things we're building here, and everyone in this room is. I've got to think about their safety now, and
right. I get it.
If he does anything that could bring any harm to that, then we need to deal with it. So
I got it.
Let's have that discussion and we let everyone know, okay?
Right.
But are we talking about a singular person who's like on his own, or a singular person who has like a shitload of chaps behind him as well?
No, see, here's the thing about Dante. He is a one-man show, but he's very smart at what he does. He was trained from a young age to hunt and think like cannibals. He hunts cannibals.
Oh, I've heard the story.
Yeah, so he says that he has a couple other people. They don't know about us, just like we don't know about them. He figures out ways to get what he wants. That doesn't mean he's a bad guy. He wants to retire. That's his whole goal. And like whatever, I forgot what they call that force, whatever he was on, that team that went out and hunt with cannibals. They collect ears from cannibals. And he's got 5. When you get your 6th year, you're allowed to retire. And that's all he wants to do is retire. And people took his purpose away, and they stabbed us in the back, and they left us for dead, and all this other stuff. So it's like all that rage that he has for cannibals is starting to lead into the old council from the orchard. And he wants justice. That's really what it is. Just because he's by himself, someone's calling. Just because he's by himself doesn't mean he's not capable. Like, he's the type of dude. He'll sit out. He'll sit out in the woods for 4 days and watch you.
I'm gonna pick.
Hello? Oh.
Alright. I'll let you guys talk.
Who's that?
Yeah,
oh, is that Emily?
That's Emily.
I didn't even recognize her voice at first.
What the?
But yeah, he's very capable.
What?
But he's also like a brother. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Anyone else got anything they want to say? Ralph, Drag?
Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry, guys. Just one more thing about about the Dante thing. So when I was up at the northern compound, when I was talking to him, having this conversation, I helped him get over the wall. There's a lot of tents and there's a truck up there. So he did say that he's willing to give us like half the shit that's up there. So I wanted to let you know that.
Is there like a prayer for that? Just so we make
No,
sure
no,
it's
yeah.
all
We're
right.
good. We're solid. It's his compound. South, our old compound that we were at, the southern compound and the northern compound are both his now. He's the name on the registry. Yeah, we're good.
Well, we'll figure that out sometime, I suppose.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm done. You guys can talk.
Yeah.
Like, right.
Yeah. Go on, Ralph. Drag. Anything you want to say? Any ideas you want to bring up?
Yeah, I want to state that like I'm definitely fine with all the trading and stuff that I'll be doing, but scavenging, I would like to scrap that from the list if there was going to be within my part of the job. I think there should be like a distinction between like
yeah. Sorry,
exactly.
mate,
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I think we think the same, so it's fine.
Yeah, so scavenging was gonna, we will we will sort of distinct that between, and we'll let Drag and Vincent run that side of things. They'd probably be on the side of scouting. I mean, their sleep schedules is probably going to be beneficial for that as well, and it's probably gonna help out as well. And the idea is, if you notice any compounds or bases on the map, you just mark them down so we can get a good idea of it, so we know what's in our vicinity. And you just essentially you keep an eye on the board and see what else anything we put up that we're going to need. You just start bringing that in. So there will be a distinction between trade and scavenging.
So,
fabulous.
Yeah. Can I make a suggestion? So if we're marking a base on the map, can we not just put a marker? Can we actually like draw the perimeter out on the base? Like if you see how I did our base and a couple other bases, I actually drew the perimeter. Like if you look at Cat's Castle, the Corona Castle, I drew out the whole perimeter. So when you're looking at the map from a distance, you can actually see what the perimeter is. I do that for tactical purposes, just in case. Do you know what I mean? You have a layout of the perimeter that's actually drawn the map now. To go into
continue.
the trader thing. This is how I look at it. So Ralph's going to be our main trader, which is awesome, right? And then you got these guys going out scavenging.
Yeah,
I think the
my hearing aid thing just broke, so let me put new batteries in. Continue.
Wow!
He can't hear you.
Oh.
We coming soon to the end of this thing.
Hold on. Waiting for Ralph to get his hearing aid battery back in.
Cool.
What did you say?
James, you're security, right?
Yeah.
Got any spare rifles back there? I've been running a Vicar for a while, gave to me by an old friend, but I lost it a couple days ago. So, I'm wondering if we have anything spare I could run for a while.
Yeah, just when you get a chance, just go through the military tent, and that's usually where all of our guns and everything is. I know there's another rifle in one of the cars because it wouldn't fit in the military tent. So the military tent, the barrel to the right is ammo. The military tent itself is guns, and then when you first walk in, you'll see on the left-hand side in the back, there's another barrel that's got guns in it too. So take what you need.
Sounds great. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Ralph to get back because what I had to say is has to do with him.
Exactly. Just one thing, Reggie, if you are listening.
Go for that.
Yeah, one thing. I don't mind the scavenging. Okay, I like it. Like the part of it, you know, I have different sleep schedule and it works. It's very nice. I don't mind that, but I like to let you know I can fight. You know, I'm not just a scavenger. I can fucking fight. And I can scout and I can do all this shit. Just letting you know that, okay? I'm not just a fucker going around. Okay? Just this.
We already know, buddy.
Trust me when I say that we can spot a fire from a mile away, so we know
Right.
exactly what you're all about, my friend.
Hello, Reg. I think you need to clear your throat. Oh, maybe not. I can't hear. Can't hear.